Hello everybody, this is Ben85. Welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 19 Season 1. We've gotten everything harvested, but we have sugar beets up here that we need to figure out how to deal with them. And I've come up with an ingenious plan. Well, why don't we just harvest them? I know. You weren't expecting me to come up with that ingenious idea. We don't own this one. But that can surely change. That's right, guys. We are going to buy that, too. Ta-da! So now we got 2 fields of sugar beets. I know. It's a crazy idea. But I want to do it. We're going to need a little more money, though. We need to borrow... Sure. 350,000. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to... Let's see, how much? So it's 19,000 to do him 25. So we are going to lease this guy. And then we are going to go over here and we are going to get the big guy here. And we are going to lease this guy. And now we are very low on money. There we go. So we actually get to use this big guy. I mean, we've used them a little bit when we've been doing some specialty, not specialty, some missions for some people, some contracts. But I figured let's use it for this. This will probably be the, well, I shouldn't say the only time. I mean, if we start rolling with pigs, then we're going to need sugar beets, probably, or potatoes. Well, I'd probably do potatoes, actually. Simply because potatoes you can just put right back in the ground. You don't need seed. Kind of nifty. But I don't think we're going to get into pigs in this playthrough. I think horses are going to be the next animal, and possibly the only other animal we utilize. We'll see. All I know is we own a lot of land, and now we have sugar beets, so we should probably... get this guy figured out here. Did I hit F1? There we go. Oh no, we want to unfold. There we go. I did have it right. So this guy should be all ready to go. So if I turn him on, start running with him, we start getting sugar beets. Sweet. So we're going to hire somebody because it's just easier if we hire somebody. And we should be able to sell these guys pretty quick. I think we're going to get a lot of sugar beets. More than we know what to do with. For leasing reasons, I'm actually going to turn the time down to 1x. Because otherwise we're going to get nailed with a whole lot of money that we're going to be owed. Or we're going to owe. I guess I'm okay with working around that with this, in this instance. But today we're going to be doing a lot of odds and end jobs. We're going to be setting some things up. So we're going to be doing sugar beets at first. Let him keep going. Let's grab our tractor here. So right now we're about 30,000 in the hole just from leasing that. So my goal here is to hopefully make up at least at 30,000, although we're going to have more than that when it comes to our hourly lease rate. It's just how it's going to work out. Try to think if our other tractor can handle planting, because we could get some plants in the ground too. But I think I'm going to just concentrate on sugar beets first. Get those guys rolling. I'm not sure how the lease thing is going to work here. I'm actually going to kick it ahead to 9 o'clock and see. So it just straight up $26 the wage. So I wonder if it's at the end when you turn it in, it figures that in. Because what? I was going to figure that out here. If we go back to here, like this guy per operating hour is 6. Ooh. So it's 1,600 an hour. And then this guy, 10,000 an hour. Ew. So we got 12,000 an hour. Do we have to make $12,000 per hour that we use it? If that's the case, we're like $42,000 into the hole in the first hour. That's a lot. But they're small fields, so it should harvest pretty fast. I really hope I made the right decision here and I didn't just throw money away. Because if I threw money away, I should have just plowed them in and planted my own stuff. I guess we shall find out. So from the looks of it, I think we're going to come out ahead here. If you notice, I actually have a little bit more that I have to transport here. We're up to 83,000. This guy right here is going to be close to another 17, so that's going to be 100,000 plus a little bit more that we have left in the harvester, which I need to get turned back in so that we don't incur any more hourly amounts for leasing it. So it looks like Port Southwest is where we're getting our best bang for our buck when it comes to sugar beets. So it's just a little bit of a trip over here. I probably took out that sign. It is a pretty waterfall though. I do enjoy traveling this way. This is a pretty map. I couldn't help but notice though, as I was loading into the game here recently, actually right before I started recording this little clip here, I'm at 120 hours on this game, or this save file. That is really, really far, at least for a non-seasons world. I want to say that's about the amount of hours played where I usually start wrapping up the season. Oh, 18.5. Price went up a little bit. Nice. So we are really cruising along hours-wise. And I really don't have an inkling to finish this series or this season anytime soon. In fact, I'm just getting to the point where I'm really starting to push, buying land, getting bigger equipment, really starting to move the money. And we're going to really start having some fun, I think. So I have no inclination of ending this season anytime soon. Ideally, when I do finish this season, I don't think I'm going to start another season back up of it until the season's mod itself comes out, because I want to do a playthrough with that. And I'm also going to look for a good map to use. I'm waiting for some of the modded maps to come out. I played around on some of them just to test them. And to be honest, I really haven't found one that is much different than the one we're playing on now as far as playability. And a lot of them are actually getting set up like the older maps for 17, where the farm itself is already all set up, or it's set up in multiple locations and you can't change it. It's not like this one where you can build your farm however you want. So that is the one downfall. Let's see, we gotta go find our piece of equipment up here. There should be. And this money is going to be important because we're going to utilize it for something very particular. At least that's my plan here. Although I kind of want to get that sunflower. How much is this guy? 158,000. That's just a little bit outside of my price range that I want to. Here we go. Let's return that one. And return this one. There we go. So we got nothing leased. Let me double check here. Oop. Oh, too far. Sugar beets. Port Southeast is still the place to go. So I'm gonna dump that, and I'll meet you guys at the shop with what I really want to do with the money we have. Alright, so here we are at the shop. I have a weight on the front of the tractor for a very particular reason. We're going to put some weight on the back of it. We are going to get into forestry. That's right. Remember this guy planting trees? That's what we're going to do. And of course, if we're going to do that, we need some pallets. So we're going to need pallet of saplings. There's 20 pieces, so that's 60. So that's 100 trees. Yeah. Yes, I know that seems like a lot of trees, and it probably is. But it is only $26,000 total. That's all we spent. So, figure we can run some pallets back and forth here. I don't have a good flatbed to work off with it. At least not yet. We probably should invest in one. This guy is planting fields already. Doing a good job, buddy. Since we've got a lot of fields to plant. But we were actually headed up to a field that we just bought recently. No, I'm just kidding. I'm actually going to plant, I think in our hayfield over here. Simply because I feel like we don't need as much hay as what we have here. And we can always, cut around them, stuff like that. We can still get the hay off the field after we cut down the trees, stuff like that. So I feel like it makes the most sense. So I want to see what happens here. Or is it going to dig up? No, it doesn't dig up the grass. We'll have to see how it behaves here. It's 4. It's 5. I can't drive straight is the other problem. So there was 8 of them. So the question is, if I turn back around here, try to space things out where I want them to be here, right about here. If I put it down here, does it drop one right there right away? No, it does not. I must keep track of how much has been dragged across before. Boy, it's not dropping one at all. Is it considered too close? Maybe. Let's try to get a little bit further away here. Oh, now it dropped one. I don't know. I'm not sure what the rules are here. But I'm just going to fill in the space behind the buildings here with trees. And we'll see. I'd like to have a row of trees in between those. If we still can. This one's going to be a little close. Just see if we can get something out of this. Oh, it did drop one there. And 2. Done. Okay, so we are getting trees in between there. So, I don't know. We'll have to figure out exactly how that works. But I'm going to plant 100 trees, I guess. Well, good morning, all of you. We are at the shop. Enjoying the birds. Enjoying the cloudy skies starting to part for sunny skies pretty soon here. And once you know it, we have to purchase something. We're gonna go with this spreader right here. Ooh, we can increase capacity. 13. Yeah, let's get the higher capacity one. Sweet. So we are getting ourselves a spreader because we have manure that's stacking up. If you look at here, we've got 44,000 manure to work with. And I figure instead of buying fertilizer, we should probably start spreading it, right? At least that's the idea here. We do have some things growing here. And to be honest, we actually got to get things rolling. We've got one more field that we have to plant. Apparently I have some weeds that I totally missed in that path right there. Oops. I've got the other fields that need some weeding to be done. I don't actually know why I went this way, because we're going to have to go way out here. I've got 100 trees out here. They're probably hard to see right now. Let's see here. Suppose we should actually kind of back up to it, huh? Something like that. Now let's grab our telehandler. Actually, before we do that, let's get this guy rolling. And I don't think he's got enough seed available to him. We're gonna have to fill up at some point here, but I want to get some corn planted here. Alright. Have fun. Alright, let's get some manure loaded up here. Whee! So I want to get some belts going for this, because that'll make this a whole lot easier, I think. Especially when we start pumping out lots and lots of this. So it doesn't show me how much is in the bunker anymore, which is interesting. We can only do, what, 26 at a time? So 52, just over 1,000, or 10,000 I should say, and 4 buckets, so it's probably going to be 6 or 7 buckets full. I try to speed this up a little bit. Sped up the mouse a little bit just to try to help with the maneuvering here. Because it doesn't want to go down as fast as you'd want it to. Come on. There's probably, what, 3? No, not quite 3 loads here. So we'll probably take 2 loads out. See how far we get. Guess it depends on what we want to fertilize with it. Is 4 buckets full or 5? I don't actually recall. That is a big spreader though. Not as big as the big modded ones that hold like 60,000 units, I think it is. That's just a crazy amount. But that's why it's modded. But it is installed. And we'll use it at some point here when we get cows going like crazy. Oh, we're gonna need 1 more bucket full, looks like. Oop. Whoa, take it easy there, buddy. And, oh, still not enough. I always thought it'd be interesting if you could actually overload stuff. Like you're looking at this and you're like, yeah, I can squeeze a little bit more in there, and then you start spilling. There. Now she's full. Alright, you sit here. Let's grab the spreader. Yeah, almost 17,000 units. I don't know how well this tractor's going to work. I think it's a lot of weight on the front. Oh yeah. Let's grab our weight quick. I've almost got the seed cleaned up. Fortunately, our corn planter just does not accept seed from any outside source. I don't know why. Probably just have to get a different corn planter that will allow it to work. But I kind of want to see... Well, that field's going to be harder to see. No, let's do this one. Yeah, we have to unfold it like that. And then I think we just turn it on. There, and it should get us somewhere. I think I can hire here. We'll see. By the judge of it, we do not have enough manure to finish this field, which I kind of figured, but you know, it was starting to stack up. Figured we should probably do something about it. Oh, now we're actually cruising. So we can go about 12 miles an hour. Well, that's nice. It means it's not going to run out as fast as I thought it was going to. So we'll just let him do his thing. Oh yeah, it's working. And if we look here, what are we down to? We got 28. So we took... Yeah, we've got almost 2 spreader fulls left, which is really good. Let's go here. Yep, so this is going to show us completely fertilized, which is what we're looking for. We have weeds all over in this field and this field that we're going to have to take care of. These two, because I put these together actually. I straightened this out a little bit. We have this one, and this one's got corn growing, so we're doing pretty good. In fact, what we got, I'm kind of mixing it up a little bit here. So we've got soybeans down here. We've got sunflowers growing here. We've got canola growing here, and we're going to have corn growing here. So it should give us a mix of things. And my hope here is that at some point we can actually build like a grain silo system so we can start storing stuff for when there's a great demand. Because like right now there's a great demand for something. Right here, potatoes. Port Southeast is taking potatoes. Well, that wouldn't help us really. But it would allow us to kind of sell when we can and whenever we need it. And I think that would be beneficial to us. At 34% already, so he's actually going to run out on this next pass. Darn it. Yeah, we're only going to get like half of this field done, which is unfortunate. But I guess it's something. I mean, it is free fertilizer, so we can't complain about that. And if we wanted to, we could get a slurry spreader, but I think we're going to wait on that until we have more slurry available. As well as probably more money. So I guess today what? We got a bunch of trees planted and we're spreading. Well, actually we might get more than this pass. Nice. You're at 34, 17, 16. So we're not going to quite make it back the other direction, but that's okay. We can make that work. So I feel like we've accomplished quite a bit in this episode, but I think I'm going to end things here. Next episode, we'll see how far our trees get. Otherwise, we'll look to expand our farm a little bit. And I think before, let me guess, the tractor tires and stuff. Oh yeah, they got manure color on them. That's kind of cool. Oh, he started spreading like that. That was interesting. I don't think we're going to get the trees grown up because I think it's going to take more days than what we can work with. But I think I want to see if we can get into horses. So it's going to take us a little bit to get there, but I feel like horses might be the next step of where we want to go. So we're going to have to get oats in the ground and store it up. So it's not going to be this crop cycle. It's going to have to be like the next crop cycle. So I'll have to harvest things. And then a great demand for what? Is it hay? If it's hay, we're going to start cutting the hay or whatever and take a whole bunch of bales up there and get some good money for it. Let's find out. Silage straw. I think that's hay. Because this is straw. Yeah, I think that's hay. Sweet. Can we tell from here? No, it doesn't specify. Sweet. Well, in that case, I'm going to make a bunch of hay and get things going. But we got to get stuff fertilized. We've got to get stuff planted here. We'll see how far this guy... Oh, he's just about to run out of corn or seed. So he's done right here. Alright, I am going to go fill this guy up and continue on. And I will meet you guys back in the next episode when we're either doing... We'll probably be doing trees and horses if possible. If not... it'll just be horses. It depends on how much money we've got to spend and how much time we have to work with. So with that, guys, thank you guys all for watching. And as always, take it easy.